Welcome back.
Great show.
Thank you. It's time for the glitz, the glamour, and the tea in Hollywood.
That's right, and we are spilling it. Kate Francis is spilling it, that is, to reveal all the latest headlines about your favorite stars.
Yep.
All right.
Lots to talk about today.
We got to get right to Prince Harry first.
Okay, so we were talking about this basically all morning because everyone's like, wait, what's going on? He could maybe get deported. I don't think that's going to happen. But basically, the backstory is that his U.S. immigration files are set to be made public by the end of the day today under an order by a Washington, D.C. District Court after the Conservative Heritage Foundation alleged that he may have lied on his application when he applied for his visa last year, or originally, I should say, about past drug use. So now, typically, I think the law says that you can enter the country if you admit, you just can't lie on your application.
Got it.
So basically what happened is that he wrote in his memoir that he used cocaine and other drugs. And so that could have been an indication that he didn't actually disclose through his application for his U.S. visa that was the case until his book came out. So there's a little bit of confusion here. We'll have to see when the papers get released a little bit later today.
Which a lot of us, you know, in the newsroom, we were talking about this. How are you to prove? I mean, obviously, we know with him, he revealed it in his memoir, but, you know, you would think that a question like that would be whether you were charged with anything drug-related, whether selling, whether, you know, using, but to just voluntarily admit and disclose that.
It's interesting, right?
Very interesting.
So
and I wonder if they're kind of making an example of this, right?
I feel like it might be, there are like maybe some loopholes involved. It's obviously convoluted with the legal stuff, but definitely interesting because the only way that I think they would have known is that he disclosed that information voluntarily in a book that was published.
Which might bite him in the butt.
He spared no details.
Oh, good one.
You're welcome.
Poor Prince Harry.
Poor Prince Harry. All right, we're talking about President Donald Trump and the...
no, Will Smith
Oh,
first.
we're talking about Will Smith?
Will Smith, yes.
Excuse me.
Are you excited to talk about Will Smith?
I am.
So this is so random. I saw this here coming across the newsfeed this morning because I was actually watching Men in Black yesterday.
Oh.
And so, you know, like, right? It's a good one.
He hasn't had an album since 2005.
20 years.
20 years.
So, yeah, he's got his brand new album that's coming out, I believe, next week. It's called Based on a True Story, and he's hitting the road. He's going to be touring internationally. He's starting in June in Malta. He's going to be doing music festivals all across Europe. And, of course, he's going to be performing like maybe Men in Black or Welcome to Miami or
getting jiggy with it.
Maybe a little bit of Fresh Prince. You got to get up on the Will Smith. It was such good music.
Is he the one who smacked the...
Yes, Chris Rock.
He smacked Chris Rock.
Yes, over his wife Jada Smith. So Jada Pinkett Smith, excuse me. So anyway, if you're looking to maybe head overseas to catch him, I'm sure that there'll be some U.S. dates. He hasn't released everything yet, but tickets go on sale Friday. His new album comes out next week.
So if you want to go to Malta and see him, there you have it.
June 25th. That's an excuse.
It's terrific.
All right, what happened to the iHeartRadio Music Awards?
So as we know, Taylor Swift took basically everything.
Clean house.
But LL Cool J was the presenter, or I should say the host.
I love him.
Me too, right? Performances by Nelly and Glorilla. Taylor Swift, we were just talking about, honored with the Tour of the Century Award. That's pretty big for her Eras Tour, which kicked off, if you can believe it, 2 years ago yesterday.
Wow.
So very fitting that she won that award. She also was honored and took home title for Best Artist of the Year. Beautiful Things, it's been very popular on the radio. Benson Boone won Song of the Year, and Sabrina Carpenter won for both Pop Artist and Song of the Year as well. So yeah, I like Sabrina Carpenter. She's cute.
I listened to some of her music on The Pulse.
Yeah, very fun, right?
Wow. Aren't you hip, Daddy?
I'm a hip daddy.
Yes.
I'm a Daddy Mac.
There you go. Daddy Warbucks.
Make you jump, jump.
It's like from the 90s.
Well, Sabrina Carpenter, I think, pulls a lot from 90s R&B, so you're right on track there.
Very kind of you, Kate, to make him feel better like that.
No problem.
Absolutely.
So I'm an artist of album album of the year went to Billie Eilish. And
oh, great.
So her brother Phineas, I believe, they work together a lot.
All right, we have some Oscar news.
Yes.
I think we know who's going to host next year.
Yeah, you teased this right before the break earlier. Conan O'Brien.
You ruined the tease, you mean?
No, it was a perfect tease. We didn't tell anybody anything. So Conan O'Brien is returning to the Oscars stage to host next year. The Film Academy obviously made this decision very quickly after he emceed the 97th Academy Awards. So obviously they felt like he did very well, and that is because the show attracted its biggest broadcast audience in 5 years. And he was joking. Obviously, he's a very physical comedian there.
Physical.
And extremely tall.
Yeah, very, very tall. So he made this joke that he only agreed to host next year to hear Adrian Brody finish his speech.
Which is really very funny.
And that is a good joke.
That's really good,
Really very funny.
He hit the Guinness World Book of Records for that one.
Adrian Brody did, yeah.
Tracy Morgan got carted out of the game
so
last night? I feel so bad.
What
right.
happened?
I don't know. I'm not sure if he's going to disclose exactly what happened, but basically he threw up courtside, had a nosebleed. He had to get wheeled off. The game got delayed for 10 minutes. Hopefully he's all right this morning. Everybody's sending him his well wishes and prayers, but not a good thing to be happening in a Knicks game. He's a lifelong Knicks fan, so.
And such a public display,
I
too.
know.
You feel for him in
Yeah.
that situation.
Thanks, Kate. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right, what's coming up tomorrow?